Good morning, and welcome to NERDPHORIA. As you can see, I'm in different surroundings. This is our first attempt to take the show on the road, and I'm being interrupted by a very special guest sitting here with me. How about you introduce yourself?
I'm Kimberly. I'm known as Cosplay Crochet on YouTube, which is probably where you'll find me, and my own web show, which is in the making at the moment.
So that's incentive for you to subscribe to her channel just because she likes cool things on YouTube as well. Um, and because we're trying to stay connected here in this awesome, awesome world of ours called the interwebs.
Interwebs!
Okay, and I think she wants to talk about something cool today, so I'll let her talk about something cool.
Well, we'll both be talking about it, but obviously, if you couldn't
Okay,
tell, by the shirts and the necklace and the fact that most of the stuff on my channel currently is probably Kingdom Hearts related, we're talking
And
about...
I mean, look at this shirt, huh?
Yeah, come on, look at it. Look at it. We're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, exactly.
So, basically, if you don't know...
Yes, for the uninitiated.
If you don't know what Kingdom Hearts is, I'm assuming you've been living under a rock for the last 10 years.
I'm assuming you at least have an idea of possibly the concept, if you're into nerdier things or not, but I don't know. We'll tell you.
Kingdom Hearts is, in its essence, a Square Enix crossover with Disney characters. Now, I say Square Enix instead of Final Fantasy, as the series originally was, because in the newer installment, there are the World Ends With You characters, which is not Final Fantasy, but it is a Square Enix product. And it's a really great game. So, if you...
I mean, did you see the look on her face just now? That was...
I have it. It's over there, sitting next to my 3DS. But it's a great game. So if you haven't played it, I suggest you do. And even if you don't end up playing Kingdom Hearts, I would suggest playing The World Ends With You because it's a great game. It's got great dynamic. The story's really good. The action's fun. The art style is gorgeous. And the music is, like, orgasmic. So, can we say orgasmic on YouTube?
Yeah, we can say it on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway.
Just not like it's something you can't say on the internet.
Right. So back to Kingdom Hearts, now that we've had the little mini fangasm.
Yes, which, if we're talking about Square Enix titles, they should totally put Chrono Trigger in there.
Chrono Trigger's good.
And then you can do a time travel Kingdom Hearts game, which was probably not a good idea just because even us fans of the series don't really understand the story half the time, so probably not a good idea, but great game. I also have fond memories of an earlier Square title, which made for the Super Nintendo, as in Super Mario RPG. Too bad they can't connect that to Kingdom Hearts, because, they can't. But there's just sub-characters that only appeared in that game that are really awesome. That everyone's been clamoring for ever since that game came out. But yeah, back to Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts centers around...
Or like they say in the game, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Which is probably the most laughable thing in the game.
If you're Zendas.
Well, I also remember saying Kingdom Hearts.
No.
No. It was fun.
Okay.
Okay.
So Kingdom Hearts centers around Sora, who is a 13, 14,
He's
15,
on my shirt. He's right here.
early teens-year-old boy who finds out that he wields the Keyblade, which is a mystical, magical weapon of epicness that is shaped like a giant key.
Yes, and children should totally be playing with weapons of epicness on regular occasions. Yes.
It happens all the time. He and his friends, Kairi and Riku, get swept away from their little peaceful island life into...
Which is weird, since I don't think they actually live on the island, do they?
They don't actually live on the island that they play on, but it's... Destiny Islands is a chain of islands.
Okay. I was never clear on that. I'm just like, where are their parents?
Well, in Kingdom Hearts 1, it is shown that Sora has a mother because she's calling for him during the storm. In Kingdom Hearts 2, it's shown that the island that they play on is separate from the island that they live on because Kairi looks out at it with fond memories.
Yes, she does.
When she's slowly beginning to remember who Sora was. As you can tell, it's a very convoluted story. I've been following this thing for the last 10 years since it's come out, and I still don't understand all of it. But you can't really talk about Kingdom Hearts without talking about what has become one of the giant selling points, and that's Organization 13. Don't get me wrong, I love them. I love all of them with the exception of Axel. I'm gonna get flamed for that. Get it flamed.
Well, Axel. I love him because I saw the voice actor that played him last year, and he was pretty fun.
Axel kills Vexen, that's all I care about.
I'm sorry. Got it memorized. Anyway, ow.
Are we allowed to do that on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you didn't actually hurt me.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did I hurt you?
Though I have heard this really horrible thing, not to change the subject or anything, but I have seen a bunch of horrible posts on Tumblr and the like about people watching videos of kids getting punched in the face on the internet. So I don't know what that's about, but I do not condone that, and...
Not cool, man. Not cool.
Comedy violence is one thing. Movie violence is one thing. But actual, real hurting people violence? No. Don't do that.
Which is a great segue into the fact that this is actually a very violent game series for a children's game series.
Well, not really a children's game series. I mean...
It started out as a children's game series.
I'd say, as far as the way the combat system goes in some of the games, it's way too hard for a little kid to want to...
That's true, especially in Dream Drop Distance. In standard mode, playing against the first boss, actually, is extraordinarily difficult. I have played Dream Drop Distance, which is the newest title for the 3DS. It is a great game. It gives some backstory that's leading into Kingdom Hearts 3. Final Fantasy 3! Yay!
Which was a great game as far as the job system was concerned, if I remember correctly. I don't know.
Most of the Final Fantasy titles are tight, except 10, which I'm probably going to get flamed for again, but I really hated 10.
Though I hear 3 was tight because of the job system, I don't think it was as tight story-wise.
Probably not.
Which, I don't think most of them really had much story-wise until like 6 or 7 anyway, though. I mean, 4. I guess 4 did, but...
Let's see, I've got 5 and 6 over there. I'm pointing at my PlayStation.
Yeah, I think 5 definitely had some story, but it was still pretty run-of-the-mill, generic, not really all that interesting, but the game itself was pretty fun.
Yeah. So anyway, back to Kingdom Hearts. We keep getting segued. I've got like yaoi hands going on right now. Really big hands.
And you know what they say when people have big hands, don't you? But we're not going there because this is a family show. Or maybe it's not. But I don't know who watches this, so...
I'm a girl.
True. So,
anyway.
I think Stewie Griffin made a comment about that in the episode where he pretended to be a girl, a Family Guy, but I can't remember.
Anyway, back to Kingdom Hearts. So it's I have to collect my thoughts and think.
You have thoughts?
I have many thoughts. My brain is filled with thought things. So the story centers around Sora, but Dream Drop Distance really centers around Sora and Riku's relationship. Riku's story is a lot more fleshed out in that version. For those of you that don't know, you can actually play as both characters. You switch back and forth between both characters. And it is a segue into Kingdom Hearts 3, which is great, because we've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 forever. It also sets up a lot of other things, including the fact that Xehanort is attempting to split his heart into 13 pieces to implant into 13 new members of the organization.
Which we saw Voldemort do that 7 times, and it didn't work out well for him. No. So, why do you want to do it more? 13 Horcruxes? Not my
spoilers.
Master of the Deathly Hallows.
Spoilers. One of them is Xigbar, one of them is Saix. Also spoilers.
I like Xigbar, he's got an eye patch.
The organization that you thought died in 2 and in Chain of Memories, they're not dead. No, they've all been returned to their human forms. So, like, Evan, Dylan, Ienzo, Elias, and Lee show up.
And we're not going to even get into the fact that they apparently don't exist in the first place.
Also, spoiler
because
Lee
I think
has
a lot of
human.
you people watching this probably don't know what the heck we're talking about.
No.
Or she's talking about.
Nah. I don't know how many of you have played Dream
If you're
Drop
interested in
Distance.
any of this confusing nonsense, you should check any of these games out. I do recommend 1 and 2 a lot more than most of the in-between games.
Chain of Memories!
I'd say, I mean, because I thought I had to play all the individual, like, in-between things to get a better story, and I was just more confused. Ow. So, I mean, the game 358/2 for the DS was just kind of
amazing.
I was like, I like the story. I don't know. I liked the story elements, but I didn't like a lot of the other stuff. I was just like, is there another cutscene?
I liked the multiplayer because I could play as Vexen and other people could play as like Marluxia.
I did like that I could play as all the people in multiplayer.
That was fun. Cool. It was really fun. Except playing as Demix. I could
dance.
All of the other organization members, I'm like, yeah! And I'm all ramped up, and I'm like, dude, I'm Zigbar, I'm shooting things. I play as Demix, and I'm like...
Mom, I think George Harrison would approve of his weapon choice. Sitar.
Sitar. I love my
Which
sitar.
George Harrison learned how to play sitar from Ravi Shankar, who is actually Nora Jones' father. Did anyone know that?
My mind has been blown, man.
That's weird, because I don't know how she's his daughter. Okay, well, obviously I know how.
Obviously, he did the boink-a-boink with somebody, and then 9 months later...
Most likely a woman.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Maybe it was an android.
Could have been an android. Or a cyborg.
Ooh. You mean like the guy from Teen Titans?
Yes.
And also the current version of the Justice League? I don't know. I don't think we have anything else to say.
We have everything to say about Kingdom Hearts.
We do have everything to say, but...
But yeah, as an introduction video for those of you who haven't played it yet, I highly suggest picking up number 1. You can find it at the GameStops that are still selling PS2 titles, which are few and far between at this point, but you can get it for relatively cheap, like $15. It's not much. And it's a great game. Kingdom Hearts 2 is far superior to the first one, both in...
Except for a few things.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, but anyway.
Little Mermaid stage.
Well, yeah, the Little Mermaid stage is terrible, but if you get through that, it's fine.
Which, you don't actually even have to do that stage, I found out. Only on my second playthrough.
It's like the Pooh levels. You don't technically need to do the Pooh levels.
But Pooh's kind of adorable, though.
I want to punch him in his stuffy little face. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I hate the Pooh levels, but I do like Pooh, because he's cute. I like Eeyore, because he's depressed.
He should be on medication.
I don't have a house anymore. Oh well.
Anyway, so...
I'm just gonna go prostitute on the street corner now.
Going...
Way to go, Eeyore!
Going in order...
Look at my sock.
Going in order, you should play them in this order. Birth by Sleep, which is for the PSP. Kingdom Hearts 1, which is for the PS2. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories and Kingdom Hearts 358/2 Days should be played simultaneously because they're telling the same story but from different viewpoints. One is from Sora's viewpoint and one is from his nobody's viewpoint, Roxas, who is so cute and blah, blah,
Doesn't
blah,
Chain of
blah.
Memories have a Riku story too?
Yes, Chain of Memories also has a Riku story. So there's a lot of being told from different viewpoints to get different pieces of the same story that's happening. And then you want to play Kingdom Hearts 2. And then after that, you want to play Recoded, which is for the DS.
I never played that. Was that actually good?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, I never bothered with it because it's a port from a cell phone game.
True,
And
but I did hear good things about it. But...
I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some say it's great. I've heard some people say it's terrible. I've heard some people say that it's a waste of time. I've heard some people say it's just another Kingdom Hearts filler until 3. After Recoded, you should play Dream Drop Distance, which is the newest title.
And then whatever comes out next.
Which is Kingdom Hearts 3.
For who knows what.
We don't know what it's going to be released for. I'm hoping the PS3 and Xbox, but we don't know.
I'm hoping at least something I will own when it does come out.
Yeah, I'm really hoping it does not come out for the Wii U.
Since now that the Wii U is coming out, I do not own a current system because I don't own a PS3 or an Xbox at this current time.
if it's out for the 3DS, I'm all set because hey, I've got one.
But speaking of things being ported to unlikely systems, there was a game that was released as a Wii exclusive in Japan that came out of the PS3 in America. Not Kingdom Hearts related, but it was still weird. I just have that to say because that doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as for Kingdom Hearts, if you haven't gotten into the series and you're a Disney fan or you're a Square Enix fan,
and you've made it through this video.
Yes, I highly suggest that you pick it up and at least try it. A lot of people are really turned off because there's a lot of hype about it and a lot of the fandom is a little crazy.
It's at least fun.
But it is. It's really fun. It's a great way to spend your time. Even if you're just looking to waste your time and you have nothing else to do, I highly suggest looking this up, finding it, playing it. There was a manga series that was released that was really terrible. I don't suggest you get that.
Unless you really want to.
Unless you really, really have to. But it was full of a lot of really bad jokes. It made fun of a lot of the characters. It didn't take itself seriously. And the art style was kind of shit.
All I have to say about that is, gosh.
You didn't just...
I did.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm gone. Bye.
Okay, stay tuned.